first things to do on the brand new Samsung Galaxy S26. So let's start from the home screen customization. As you can see, we can find a lot of things on the screen. If you want to remove them or change its size, first of all, if you click and hold any widget, like so, you can find this adjustment. So we can make it bigger or smaller. That's up to your preferences. But for me, I highly prefer the clean look of my screen. I really enjoy my video wallpaper and I want to remove almost everything, only get the most important shortcuts for me. So as you can see, to remove something from the screen, you have to click and hold it and select remove. If you want to change position of any icon, folder or widget, you also have to click and hold it, and now you can drag it wherever you want and release. So on my first home screen page, it looks like this, but on the second one, I'm always putting my calendar. So to do this, you have to click and hold the empty space on the home screen, go for the widgets, and this is the way to put any widget that you want on your home screen. I'm picking the big calendar preview. You have to tap on the widget and click add. Now you can just click outside. You can even customize widgets by clicking, holding, and tapping on the settings icon. So as you can see, I don't really like this background, so to get rid of it, I have to move this opacity into the right side and click save. And for calendar, for example, we can even change between the light and the dark mode. Now on the left side, we can find that Google Newsfeed, but I can highly recommend you to turn it off because it just drains your battery, connect to the network in the background. To do that, click and hold empty space on your home screen, go into the right side, slide to the right side, click here and just turn it off. But if you want to prefer get everything on your home screen, you can easily do this by bringing any icon from your application drawer. To do that, you have to just click and hold it and drag at the bottom and now put it wherever you want. But you can get on your home screen literally everything and turn off the application drawer. For example, if you are the iOS user, you get used to that style and you want to get it on the home screen, so we have to open the settings, move for home screen settings, and here change home screen layout from home and app screens into the home screen only. And now if you want to sort all of your apps in the folders, you can easily do that by clicking, holding icon. Now select every icon that you want and tap on the create folder button. Now you can set name, and right now when you click and hold it, you can even find its settings. So for example, you can change color of your folder, turn on and off the transparency mode, and you can even make folders bigger or smaller. But what if you want to fit more apps folders on your screen? Currently we got 4x6. So we have to one more time click and hold empty space on the home screen, click on the settings icon in the right bottom corner, and now we are redirected to the home screen grid. As you can see, we can go for 4x6 or 5x6. It will allow you to put more apps, but also it will change size of every icon. And if you also resize them, additionally, you have to go for the settings one more time. And now by using this slider, you can just make selection. And to change wallpaper, just go for the wallpaper and the style on the left bottom corner and go for your home screen. Now click on the left upper corner. And here we can find a lot of different wallpapers. If you want to get the dynamic one with a changing color, or for example, you want to set your own photo or favorite picture, you can go for your gallery and just simply pick it up, pick a specific part of the photo. And at the bottom, you can even find some additional options. You can even put it in some kind of the frame. But if you want to, for example, set a video wallpaper, like in my case, then you can also do this by going into the Google Play Store, search for Zet Wallpapers and the ringtones application and just open it. If you are opening this for the first time, you have to accept all of those permissions, and then you can just move for video wallpapers. Now just find a wallpaper that you like, click on it. There is the preview. To download, you have to click here and you have to use credits, or you can just simply watch ad. And after that, you will be able to select to set video wallpaper, and now just click to set wallpaper. Now by going to the application drawer, you can quickly sort by clicking here and select, for example, the alphabetical order. So now you can quickly scroll up and down by using this edge panel. If you are using 2 SIM cards or 2 eSIMs, it's highly recommended to set preferred SIMs. So go for connections, go for mobile networks, go for SIM manager, and over here you can set preferred SIMs for calls, messages, and also mobile data. And you can also customize your SIM cards by clicking on every SIM card. You can change its name and icon. Now it's time to customize sounds and vibration settings, vibration for incoming phone calls, and we can easily change a ringtone for each SIM card. If you want to set a custom sound, you have to click on the plus in the right upper corner. And now if you have downloaded some music, then you will be able to find it here, click, and it will start playing. There's also that option to play selected highlights. If you want to start your ringtone to play from beginning, you have to just turn that off. And if you don't know how to download some ringtones, you can also do this by using the Zet application. You don't have to purchase any premium account or subscription. So to get ringtones, you have to go for ringtones for sure. Now you can use a search bar or pick something from a recommendation. Go for it, click on the download button, and now you can save this to media folder, or you can already set this as a ringtone or notification sound. And looks the same for notification sounds. And here we can quickly manage all of that system sounds, like for example the touch sound, yelling keypad, Samsung keyboard, charging, or screen lock sound. And you can adjust its volume level. Below we can manage vibration settings, and now we can simply go for notification settings, where we can manage from which application we want or we don't want to receive notifications. And also a very important thing about the lock screen notifications. So if you want to hide content of lock screen notifications, you can do this here, or if you want to show them, just stay with the default option. And now we are going for the display settings, and in my opinion the most annoying feature, the adaptive brightness. I'm always turning this off because it's not working properly for me. If you want to save a battery, you should use the dark mode. And here we can find blue light filter, so it's highly recommended to turn it on and set a custom one, change the color temperature to this one, and set start and the end time. Below we can find the screen mode colors, so if you want to get the more natural colors you can set them, or if you want to get the vivid one and even customize the white balance, you can just do this like you want. There's also the font size and the style, so if you want to make your font bigger or smaller, you can for sure do this by using this slider, but you can even change the font style and use bold font. And it looks the same with the screen zoom, so we can make everything bigger or smaller. And there's also the screen timeout option that is highly recommended to be set between 15 or 13 seconds, because if you forgot to turn off your screen, then it will just drain your battery. And if you don't really like this edge panel that is floating over here on the right side, you can just simply turn it off. If you apply the tempered glass, you should turn on the touch sensitivity feature, so it will improve sensitivity of your screen. If you want to extend the battery lifespan on your Samsung S26, you have to go for a battery settings. Now go for battery protection and switch from the basic one into the maximum. So now every time your phone reaches, for example, 85%, it will stop charging to extend the battery lifespan. So you should always keep your battery between 20 and 80%. It will significantly improve the battery lifespan. And now we have to make always on display to be a real always. So we have to go for the lock screen and AOD settings, open it, and now just switch that option when to show into the always. And to remove assistant from the power button, you have to go to the settings. Next, you have to open the advanced features, and over here we have to just go side button, long press, and select power off menu. If you want to copy some social apps, you can do this by using the dual messenger feature. So here you can find list of all apps that you have on your phone, and by clicking on its switcher, you can install a second copy, in this case of the Facebook. And remember, it's only apply for messenger applications like WhatsApp, Messenger, Instagram, TikTok. And if you want your Samsung S26 to light up screen automatically when you just grab it, you have to go for motions and gestures and enable lift to wake. To stay away from malware and other viruses, you go for device care, open app protection, and just simply turn it on. And now you can just scan all of your applications to check if everything is fine with your phone. And to keep your S26 in the best condition, it's recommended to open the auto optimization, go for auto restart and select restart when needed, or for example on schedule. So on the specific day and the time. On this smartphone you can also find a lot of pre-installed apps from Samsung, and don't worry, you can easily remove them. For example, that news application, or for example global goals. So if you are not using those apps, don't worry, you can easily take them off. We can also enable the flashlight notifications, so we can do that by going to the accessibility setting, open the hearing enhancements and select flash notification. So we got two options, the camera flash notification that looks like so, as you can see, or the screen flash notification. You can even change its color and do this for a specific application. Now, by going to the quick settings and notifications, if you don't really get separated parts of the screen, quick settings and notifications, you can easily change this by clicking on this pencil icon. And now you will have to go for panel settings and switch to show them together. Now take a look, when you go back and click down, we can actually find notifications and quick settings together. And now of course we can customize the quick settings like we want. So for example, if you want to remove some shortcuts or change its size, you can do this like that. Or for example, you can just completely take them off by clicking on the minus icon. You can also change its position by holding and dragging wherever you want. And of course we can change those quick settings shortcuts. So if you want to remove them or change its position, you have to also click and hold and put wherever you want. And we also got the lock screen that we can also customize. We have to go for wallpaper and style and select lock screen. As you can see, you can easily change those shortcuts. You can completely turn them off or simply replace. You can also customize the lock screen. You can make it bigger, smaller. You can change its font, style, and hide or show the additional information. The same with its color. And here we can also add widgets, so we can completely change the look of the lock screen. So for example, if I want to get quick access into my daily activity, I have to put it on the lock screen, click down, and now as you can see, every time I'm going to the lock screen and clicking here, I will be quickly redirected into this specific application. So in my opinion, this is the most important features and settings to change on the Samsung Galaxy S26. If you are looking for some other information, some other customization, you can find a lot of videos on my channel.